Welcome to the channel, my YouTube friends. This is Pierre from Pierre Speaks, and I wanted to hop on here and drop a video today. I think I owe it to, I don't know, the world, I guess, myself, to discuss um, what's going on in Charleston, South Carolina. Now, one of the things I wanted to point out was that it's something that I'm noticing, and I don't know, maybe this is something that's always been there and other people have been aware of it and I'm just catching on, but I just wanted to point out something that I'm noticing that's really, it's kind of concerning. You know, this past weekend, or this past week, the Cavaliers lost in the finals. Golden State Warriors won. You know, then this happens night before last, and I still hear people talking about the Cavs and stuff like that. And I work in a big office, so I hear a number of things during the course of the day that people are discussing. I haven't heard one person discussing this with someone else. Not one person. And not white, not black. I haven't gotten one friend send me a text message or a link or say something about this or just bring it up in conversation, or this is something you should look into, or did you hear about this? Not anything like that. I always seem to be the person who initiates contact of this sort and asking people, have they heard about this or what they think. So it just really disturbs me that, you know, something so trivial as a freaking basketball game, or, you know, some reality show, or some, I heard even these people discussing some little girl caught this huge fish or something. I haven't seen anything on it, but this is what they were talking about. And it was like, it's really, really big stuff out there to discuss. And it just kind of blew my mind and I was taken aback. The other thing is that this, I don't have to say how horrific this shooting is. I don't need to say that. But I think it brings up a few things, because in the couple conversations that I did have, or not the conversations, but in the comments on various media outlets, in the comment section, you know, even before this, you're gonna find there are two places I'll say that, you know, people are always quick to scream racism. And let me tell you, two of the places where you can see the most blatant and pure racism out there is in the comment section of any media website and on online gaming. I don't even online game anymore with random people because it's just not worth it. You wind up playing someone who's exploiting whatever cheat they can in the game, or you're being cursed out and racially demoralized. And I've had that happen to me plenty, and just for no reason. What I have found going through these comments is that there's still, this disappoints me, because maybe I thought that we were beyond this. Maybe I thought we had gotten to a point where people were really starting to see, not to the point where we're, oh, racism's, you know, intermingling between the races is much better and everybody's like this. Not that. It's the knowledge and the acknowledgement of what's really going on. And I thought that we got to that point, but I see proof, you know, these media outlets, and this is different ones all over, that there's still a whole lot of white people who have no idea that they're in a privileged society, and have no idea that they are benefiting from white privilege, because they tend to still see things as having nothing to do with with race or color. And these things that have been happening, I don't really see how you can not say they don't have something to do with color and race. I mean, I can see you saying, well, it may not directly be solely be because of that reason, but to say that it doesn't have anything to do with race, or to say it has something to do with, for instance, the McKinney, Texas incident, the pool party. Someone said that well, those kids were mouthing off. The girl was mouthing off, so that gave the cop the right to slam her all over and put her in a, put his knee in her back and all that stuff. And I was just blown away that people still think that. But I shouldn't be, because I guess right after that, one of the teachers who worked at a school down there, pretty much came out and said she wishes it's time for us to go back to the 50s or something like that, or when we didn't have any rights, as black people, and stuff like that. So it shouldn't be surprising me, but it is, I guess. And it's just really like, wow. I mean, you just don't get it. I don't understand how anybody, white or black, cannot see that what's happening has something to do with race. And to take it further, I don't know. I don't know if, I'm not gonna say it's intuition or anything like that, but I think that these incidents, I'm not gonna say they're all related either, but I will say that trouble's brewing, and I feel like I can sense it, and I feel it like, and when I say trouble, I feel like something bigger than everything that we've seen. And I think, even, and I would say the biggest thing that we've seen as far as race relations and incidents and events that have happened is this recent Charleston shooting. 9 people killed in a church. But I feel like we're going to see something even larger than that, and it concerns me. It concerns me not only for myself, but for just innocent people, unaware people. And I guess I feel like I needed to make this just as a beacon, and just as an alarm to tell people, wake up. Not just black people, white people, wake the hell up, because I feel like this just might only get worse, and it doesn't have to be. I'm not trying to say kumbaya, but I'm just saying that, black people, and it's the same old thing. As soon as something happens, black people want to default to prayer. It's like, man, y'all gotta, come on, man, you gotta get out of here with that. Prayer ain't answering anything with this. This stuff just keeps going on. Man, whatever you believe in, you can't believe that God's doing all the work. You got to do something. And this is one of those things where, no marches and none of this, that we need to do something. And I don't know exactly what. I'm still processing it. I'm still putting it through all my lines and my analysis and everything. But I know that something needs to give. Because it's getting to the point where I can't even, I was talking to my sister, and it's to the point where I need to decompress like every day after going through my YouTube channel subscriptions and looking at my news, because that's where I get most of my news from YouTube now, because I feel like it's not the filtered crap that we get, from reporting through Fox, MSN, Yahoo, CNN, all that stuff. So, I get it there, and it's just to the point now where it's just going into me, and it hurts, and it's very sad and unfortunate, and I just don't want to see this continue to happen, because it's tragic, and I think it's affecting all of us. But the other thing is, people, you gotta care. You have to care and not wait for this crap to happen to somebody you love. You have to care and be proactive about it. So I challenge anybody who sees this to start thinking about things, and start thinking about things beyond your life. Because, I mean, if something does pop off, trust me when I tell you, it will affect you then. But by then, it'll probably be too late for you to do anything. So take the time. Take the time to really. I know nobody wants to think about it. They want to just put their head in the dirt. I guess that's how it used to be for me. But when you stumble onto something like this, seeing how things really are, you don't really want to go back because it's quite obvious, and I just can't stick my head in the dirt. I just my integrity won't allow me to. My heart won't allow me to. And I implore you, anybody who's seeing this, who hears me, who talks to me, hit me up. We can chat about it because as it stands, it seems that I'm surrounded by very few people who want to discuss what's happening in the world. And I find that to be tragic. Not as tragic as the death of 9 people, but the fact that people want to just ignore it and just go to the bar or um, go to the Indians game or whatever the case may be. I think this needs to be talked about. So sorry to hit you with a somber tone today, but it's on my mind and it needs to be discussed. So hit me up in the comments. Hit the big red button, of course, to subscribe. Like this video, please. And this is Pierre from Pierre Speaks. And again, people, wake up. I implore you. Be well.